Everybody, welcome to this evening's Freak Out to Chill Out. This evening, their theme around the meditation will be kindness. And that came from some people I was speaking with today who were talking about the lack of kindness that's creeped in through society in different ways, whether it be the kindness to self, staying up quite late watching news, or the way that certain people in the community are demanding their space. I know it's a requirement and I know we all need to do it, but perhaps we can introduce some kindness into that. But also into the kindness that we can deliver to our community. And so tonight, what in yoga we think about life being in sheaths or layers. So we think about our body and our emotions, our breath, our spirit, and our sense of communicate or connection with our community. And so what I would like to do is to invite you to consider the acts of kindness that you can do for yourself and that you can do for our community. And notice that as we consider kindness as something that we can do, firstly, we feel less disempowered. So we feel more empowered as we work through this process. And we generally feel more compassionate for other people and more forgiving. And sometimes our body feels better because we're doing things for it that are kind rather than not. So it might be as simple as you might need to get some more exercise tomorrow, or you might need to create some loving kindness to an injury. Whatever it might be, we'll work through those layers together. And I do invite you at the end of the meditation to simply note down in a notebook that's next to you, or far away, what those acts of kindness are, so that as you move into the next 24 hours and perhaps even beyond, you can put those into action. So let's begin by getting ourselves comfortable. So noticing the position that you prefer for these meditations, and enjoy that position. Allow yourself to snuggle down into it. Notice any increments that you would like to make. Remembering that if you're sitting, you might like to have your feet supported. You might like to, if you're lying, make sure that your lower back is supported, that there's something underneath your knees. And if you have a pillow, invite that pillow to also come down to rest between your shoulder blades, simply to enable you to stay awake a little bit more easily. And now as we begin the process of relaxing your physical body, Notice how it feels at this time. Does it feel soft? Or does it feel a little bit tight? Without judgment, allowing it to be what it is. Now allow your breath to soften. And one of the ways that you can do this is to softly sigh the breath out of your body. So if nasal breathing is easy for you, breathing in through your nose and softly sighing the breath out. And after a few repetitions of this softening breath, notice how your body is feeling now. Soft breath flowing in. Soft breath soothing out of your body. As if just the act of breathing is increasing the relaxation of the muscles and connective tissue of your whole body. Soft breath flowing in, and even softer and longer breath flowing out. Allow yourself to notice your muscles again. Have they become a little bit more relaxed? And now this time, consciously, as you breathe out, releasing the muscles and connective tissue of your whole body. And repeat this a few times. And now the invitation is for you to move down through your body with the question in your mind, what are the acts of kindness I can do for my body? As you move through it, and just taking a mental note that you'll remember when you wake up what these acts of kindness actually are. So beginning with the crown of your head, as you allow your awareness to rest in your skull for a moment, your face, your neck and your throat, your shoulders, both your arms down to your fingertips, your spine, the tiny muscles that support your spine, your whole back, the whole front of your torso, your lungs and your heart, your digestive system, your hips and pelvis, both legs simultaneously all the way down to your toes, your whole nervous system, your whole body. As your attention rests in your physical body, becoming aware of the act of kindness that you can do for yourself, for your physical body. Allow that to become embedded. And now I draw your attention to your breath, inviting you to notice the rhythm of your breath. You might notice the sounds, the ins and the outs. You might notice the movements within your body as you breathe. There may be an expansion as you breathe in and a relaxation as you breathe out. The invitation is for you to become absorbed in your own breath. And as you become your breath, allow it to share with you the kindness that it requires of you. The act of kindness that you can give to your breath. And once again, the invitation is for that to become embedded so that when you come out of this meditation, you are able to remember. And now let's move into the emotional space. And allow your attention to be free to wander through your emotions. And as you touch on an emotion, notice where you experience it in your body and what that sensation is. And you may even ask that emotion, what would be the kindness I could do for you? And welcome all emotions without thinking, without judging, because they are all aspects of yourself, all messengers. Welcoming the acts of kindness that will come to you in the days to come. And now noticing the realm of thought. Allow yourself to explore your thoughts. Welcome each one. And let them give you the message of what you can do. It may be to stop scouring social media for virus tips, virus latest news. It may be to pursue a long forgotten hobby. You might have a book that you've wanted to read for ages, or as my daughter has decided to do, to learn a new instrument. You may decide to feed your brain with beauty, with art, with music. You may decide to become Shakespeare and write your great work. Welcome whatever comes. Acts of kindness for the realm of thought. And now allowing yourself to become aware of a sheath we call in yoga our intuition, our connection with wisdom. Allow yourself to touch that space. To understand yourself as intuitive, as wise. This is perhaps the greatest act of kindness you could do for this layer in our culture. To embrace your wisdom. And now letting our attention expand beyond ourselves. To our immediate family, our immediate neighborhood or community. To further and further out until we can become aware of the whole global community. How can we contribute? How can we as each individual be kind? In our current world, I think it begins with our own personal behavior, our own decisions in this moment. Beyond that, we might decide to offer someone food. We might say, I'm going shopping, would you like some? You might offer music or poetry. You might offer connection. It appears to me in this global crisis, the greatest act of kindness for us all is to connect, is to offer before we're asked. to bring each other through this crisis. So again, a small random act of kindness that you can do. And you may never know the impact that it has. And now, as best you can, take a step back and see yourself as a being of kindness. And notice what that looks like. Notice what that feels like. And know that everyone you encounter, even though you may not encounter them physically for a while, every person you touch, again, not physically, will be touched by your kindness. They will receive some comfort from your compassion. So take a few moments now to rest in this feeling. The kindness to every aspect of your being and the kindness that you share with the people around you, extending out and beyond like ripples in a pond. And now, as I chant the ancient mantra of light, imagine light pouring in through the crown of your head, flowing down through your spine, along the neural pathways to the tips of your fingers and the tips of your toes, bathing your belly, your lungs and your heart. Om Bhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Hyo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Hyo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Hyo Na Prachodayat. Knowing yourself to be full of light. Feel that light activating every cell of your body. A slight fizz, perhaps of joy, throughout your entire physical being. Every cell, every molecule, buzzing with joy. And feel that joy bringing your body back to life. Moving your toes and your fingers, your hands and your feet. Waking up all of the memories of the acts of kindness. Waking your legs, your arms, your torso, allowing you to come back into this new vigor. This time in a relaxed state, a softness, an ease, gratitude. And notice how that feels throughout your entire being. And when you're ready, stretching your body in whatever way feels appropriate for your body. And if you feel the need coming up into sitting, by first rolling over on your side if you've been laying down. And then if it feels good for you, rolling up into sitting. If you're already sitting, of course you don't need to roll up into sitting. And now rubbing your palms together. cupping your eyes. Letting your eyes open into that warmth, into the darkness. Allowing your eyeballs to be soothed. Parting your fingers to let a little bit of light in. And then massaging through your forehead, very gently, through your scalp, drawing the hair away from your scalp. Around the edges, inside and outside, behind of your ears, hinges of your jaw, along your jaw and into your chin. Around your mouth, your nostrils, along your cheekbones, smoothing from your forehead over your scalp and off your shoulders. 3 times. May all beings be at peace, and may we all live in the true peace of our own hearts. So thank you for joining me and joining with all of the other people who listen to this meditation. And I hope and wish for you a kind day and many days ahead. Thank you very much. Good night.